Guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm trying to keep up with consistency. I'm trying to be as consistent as I can be, so I've decided to upload 2 videos every week for you guys. I'm going to be telling you guys the big turn-offs for women. These are basically things that you people do which makes a lot of women uninterested, which makes a lot of women lose interest, whether you're doing it on the first date, on the second date, or along the relationship. But these are really big turn-offs for women, and if you're doing this thing, trust me, you just really want her to lose interest. And so I'm going to start by defining what a turn-off is. A turn-off is simply something that makes you disinterested in a particular person, a particular thing, in a particular aspect, or a particular behavior or character trait that makes you lose interest in a particular person that maybe you like, you want to date, or so on. So the first turn-off is inconsistency. This is the first thing that a lot of women hate. And guys, there are a lot of you who are very inconsistent. And when I'm talking of inconsistency being a turn-off, don't introduce a woman to a character that you're not going to keep up with. Don't start something that you're not going to finish. If you're the kind of guy who show the girl that you can communicate with her 24/7, you're always sending her text messages, you're calling 5 times a day, continue with that attitude. Be consistent. Don't introduce a woman to an attitude which you're not going to keep up with. Don't be the kind of guy who always be like, oh babe, let's go on dates. In the beginning, you're always taking her on dates, you're always calling her 5, 4, 7 in the morning, afternoon, evening. You're doing everything right, and then along the line you stop taking her on dates, you stop giving her gifts, you stop giving her flowers. But in the beginning you were doing all of these things. It's going to make her lose interest, because she's going to feel like, this is not the guy I fell in love with. The guy I fell in love with was overly sweet, overly loving, overly caring. He'll call me 24/7, 5 times a day. But now you don't call anymore, you don't text anymore, you don't surprise her, you don't take her out on dates. She's going to start feeling like you've changed, and it's going to make her lose interest. So do not introduce a woman to a character that you're not going to keep up with. If you're the guy who cannot communicate, let her know that you cannot communicate. Don't make her feel that this is who you are, and then along the line you change, because she's going to lose interest and she's going to leave you. Another big turn-off is acting like you don't know her in public, whereas people are really cool in private. What I mean by this point is, you meet a guy, you're getting to know a guy, the guy's probably asking you out, but when you meet him in public, he acts as if he does not know you, or he acts as if he has not seen you. Maybe he's with his friends, or maybe he's with a group of people, and when you meet him in public, he acts like he does not know you, and then just ignores you, completely acts as if he has not seen you. But in private, he communicates well with you, he talks normally with you. Okay, you will see me today and you act as if you don't know me, and then go back to your house and text me, hey, good evening, how was your day? Like, it's the hypocrisy for me, it's the pretense for me. Why would you meet a girl, why would you be asking out a girl that when you meet her in public, you're going to act as if you don't know her? This is the biggest turn off, and it's really annoying. Like, if you act as if you don't know me in public, act as if you don't know me in private as well. You cannot be communicating with a girl normally in private. You're always sending her text messages morning, afternoon, evening, and then in public, when you meet her, you act as if you don't know her. Like, it's a big turn off. And we women, we notice the degree of fakeness. Like, if you're not going to be real from day one, I don't see why we should be rolling. I don't even see why you should have my number. Don't meet me on the street and act as if you don't know me, and then when you go back home, you start sending me tons of messages as if we are best of friends. It's a big turn off, trust me, and just don't do it. The third big turn off is talking about your ex. There is no woman that wants to sit on a date with you or sit in any environment with you and hear you bringing up all kinds of stories about your ex. In as much as you need to enlighten her about your ex, like, it shouldn't be exaggerated. If you exaggeratedly talk about your ex to a girl that maybe you're asking out or you're getting to know, trust me, she's just going to keep feeling like you still like your ex. Why should we be together and you're talking about your ex? I get it, you can talk about your ex once in a while, but if it's exaggerated, then it's a big red flag, because it's going to make her lose interest. It's a big turn off. It's going to make her lose interest. And you yourself, who is a guy, you wouldn't like your girlfriend talking about her ex. So do unto others as you want them to do to you. Another big turn off is, I know that this one is going to shock people, but it's actually a turn off for girls, and it's the truth. staying with your friends. Trust me, there's no girl that really wants to date a guy that is living with his friends. Even if no matter how much she loves you, yes, she's going to date you, yes, but it's still a big turn off. There's no girl that is comfortable dating a guy who is living with his friends, because no matter how much she loves you, she just has to deal with the fact that okay, you're with your friends. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't make her uncomfortable. It still makes her uncomfortable, and it's somehow a big turn off to a lot of girls, because at the end of the day, we girls want to feel free in our man's house. We want to feel like we control the place. We don't want to come into your house and feel like we are being judged by your friends. We don't want to come into the house and feel and not feel free. We want to feel free in our boyfriends' houses, but when with your friends around, we cannot really feel free. And also, we need privacy. Every couple needs their privacy, regardless of how much you try to tell your girlfriend, oh babe, there's privacy, even though my friends are here. Trust me, she still doesn't feel like there's privacy, because your friends are here, there are other people in the building. So how do you want her to really feel free? Because if another girl comes, his friends can easily back him up. If he's even cheating on you, his friends are going to back him up, because it's going to be like, no, it's my friend's girlfriend, whereas maybe it's even your man's girlfriend and you don't even know. So those are some of the things that are a big turn up to a lot of girls, because we feel like guys who stay with their friends 90% of the times they are hardly ever really faithful, and tons of women are always coming to your man's house. If your man is not even bringing in girls, his friends are definitely going to be bringing in girls, who are going to be bringing in other girls, who are going to be having access to your man. So those are some of the things that we as women we fear, and those are the things that turn off. Those are the things that are like a big turn off to us. Big turn off is flirting with other girls while you're on a date with her. If you're on a date with a girl and you decide to take her on a date, please, your attention should be focused only on her. Ladies don't like to share attention, even for a girl who doesn't even have interest in you. Don't flirt with another girl while you're on a date with her, because trust me, as women, we are very, very observant. We are able to know when the guy is not being straight. We are able to know when the guy is flirting with another girl, especially when we are out with him. So there are some things that you will not take into consideration. You think she's not watching, but she's watching. She's looking at you. So if you know you're going to take a girl out on a date, and you're going to be flirting with another girl while on a date with her, then that's a very big turn off, because trust me, from that day she's just going to take you as a flirt. Avoid flirting with other girls. If you're taking her out on a date, your attention should be all over her. Like, you should be looking only at her. You should be talking only to her. You shouldn't even look at the waitress. Everything should be on her. That's how we women like it. We don't want to share. So if you're with her on a date, don't try to flirt with another girl. Don't even ask for another girl's number. And even when you are dating, don't even give any attention to another girl, because it's going to be a big turn off. She's just going to lose interest. So the next point, or the next turn off, is flakiness. That's bailing on plans. A guy that does not keep to plans. Flakiness and consistency, they work hand in hand. If you're going to be flaky, please don't invite me out on a date. Don't tell me, okay, we are going out to so and so place at so and so time, and then when time reaches, you tell me, you bail on me. Because it's a big turn off when a guy starts bailing on plans. It just shows that he's irresponsible. It just shows that he's inconsistent, and it shows that he's not serious. Those are some of the things that we women, we try to look out for in a guy. If he's really flaky, if he bails on you easily, then he's not serious, and it's a big turn off. Don't invite her out on a date and then at the dying minute you bail on her. Don't plan a vacation with her and then at the dying minute you bail on her. Don't say something and then at the dying minute you don't do it. Don't say something that you're not going to be able to do. So if you're not going to do it, it's better you keep your mouth shut, because being flaky is just like proof that you're not serious. And if you want to get a girl, you want to win her over, you shouldn't be flaky. Worst of all, in the beginning, she's just going to feel like she shouldn't even waste her energy on you. Another big turn off for women is talking too much on the first date. If you're going to take a girl out on the first date, please know what to say and what not to say. You see a guy who take you out on the first date, he's already telling you about his life history. He's already giving you every detail about his life, his day-to-day activities. He's telling you how much he's paid for his rent. He's telling you how much he earns in every month. He's telling you about his family. He's really exposing personal information about his family and about his friends to you. That's a big turn off. And the worst thing is if he's making the conversation all about himself, it's another big turn off. So please, guys, if you're taking a girl out on a date, it should be all about both of you giving bits of information. You should not give all your family history to a girl on the first date. You shouldn't be telling her about your house when you should be telling her about all the girls that you've dated. Don't give out too much information. Keep a little bit of mystery. You shouldn't tell a girl everything about your life on the first date, because just know after that date, she's just going to delete your number and know that you're the talkative type. Know what to say and what not to say. So another big turn off is not putting in effort or not taking care of yourself. Like, there's no girl that is going to be attracted to a guy who does not take care of himself. And I'm talking of taking care of yourself. I'm talking of taking care of yourself in all aspects, like your cleanliness, from the way you tidy your house, the way you tidy yourself. Your nails should be looking neat. Your hair should be well kempt. Like, you should have a clean haircut. Your teeth, everything about, like, detailed aspects about you should be looking clean. You should be clean. You should not be dirty. And then also the way you dress. This is another very big turn off. If you don't dress well, please start learning how to dress well. There's no girl that's going to be attracted to a guy who does not put in effort in the way he dresses. You should know how to dress according to the event. If you're going out on a date, know what to wear on the date. Know what to wear for the occasion. Know what to wear for the right occasion. Don't just mix your clothes anyhow. Like, there are some guys who don't know how to combine their dress and they don't even know the kind of clothes to pick. You cannot be a grown-ass man and you're wearing clothes of a child. It doesn't make sense. Like, dress like a man. Let your outfit represent your age. If you're an adult, dress like an adult. Don't dress like a kid. You cannot be a grown-ass man of 30 years and you're putting on and you're dressing like a 22-year-old boy. It just doesn't make sense. Now go for shopping. Get new t-shirts, get new shoes, get new clothes. Don't just be repeating the same clothes, the same shoes every day. We cannot be going on the first date and you just come in putting on any kind of thing looking funny. I'm going to be embarrassed and I'm not going to want to go on another date with you. I'm not even going to want to bring you amongst my friends because you're going to embarrass me. So put in effort. It's a big red flag. And that big red flag is bragging a lot. A girl does not like a guy who's a bragger. Like, don't sit with me on the first day and start talking about all the cars you have, all the houses you have, all the businesses you have, telling me how you can give me the world, you can spoil me, you can do this and that for me. Like, no girl wants to feel like she's dating a bragger. No girl likes a guy who brags and talks too much. So, because a guy who is all that is not even going to talk about it. A guy who is all that is not even going to brag about it. But the fact that you're bragging means you're trying to really prove yourself, which shows that if you were all that, you wouldn't even want to prove yourself. Because a guy who is all that doesn't even have to talk too much. If you realize, most of the guys who are really all that, they don't brag, they don't talk about it. And a real guy who is all that, you're going to discover it by yourself without him even talking. But the ones who are making noise, the noise makers, are the ones who are really trying to prove themselves. And it's really a big turn off. Like, calm down from your high horse. Another big turn off is a guy who forgets important details and aspects about your life. Say, for example, you're dating a guy or a guy is asking you out and you tell him important things that have been going on in your life. And then along the line, when you ask him about this information and he's blank, he does not even know what you're talking about. He cannot even recall that you had said this to him. Just say you're going through a lot and you vent to this guy and he's not even there to empathize with you. He's not even there to sympathize with you. And worse still, he forgets these important aspects about your life. And when you want to bring it up, he doesn't even seem interested, or he seems distracted every time you talk about yourself. Then that's a big turn off. You forget important details about her life. You forget her birthday, you forget anniversary, you forget important aspects of her life. If she cannot communicate with you, you make the conversation all about yourself, and when she wants to talk, you seem uninterested and distant. Then It's a big turn off to us girls. We don't want that. So my beautiful people, we've come to the end of this amazing video. I hope you guys love this video, and for all the guys who are watching this video, please, you guys should jot all of these points down, because these things are big turn offs. And for all the girls who watch this video, please make sure you drop a comment of every turn off that you hate. Drop a comment on the comment section of all the turn offs that you hate, which guys do, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. For those of you who are new to this channel, please subscribe, and for those of you who are always tuning in, I love you guys always. And on to my next video. See you. Bye.